want to let you guys know part of building community, which is what we're here to talk about today, is that we've got a really wide variety of different people and lots of different age groups. I'm really happy to see some kids decided to join us today. We do have some children's activities going on today. Jen over there, who is our certified teacher, is available to take any kids who want to go upstairs out there to do some activities. They'll come back down for the last song today, so if you guys want to go do that, go for it. All right, so we're going to have a couple of things on the menu today for you guys. The very first one is that we have a reading. Jen Zalesko, one of our board members, is going to be doing a reading from Freedom's Plowway Langston Hughes. So, no, Jack. She's coming.
It's a great poem about community, specifically in the United States. When a man starts out with nothing, when a man starts out with his hands, empty but clean, when a man starts to build a world, he starts first with himself and the faith that is in his heart, the strength there, the will there to build. First in the heart is the dream, then the mind starts seeking away. His eyes look out into the world, on the great wooded world, on the rich soil of the world, on the rivers of the world. The eyes see their materials for building, see the difficulties too, and the obstacles. The mind seeks a way to overcome these obstacles. The hand seeks tools to cut the wood, to till the soil, and harness the power of the waters. Then the hand seeks other hands to help. Thus the dream becomes not one man's dream alone, but a community dream. Not my dream alone, but our dream. Not my world alone, but your world and my world, belonging to all that hands can build. A long time ago, but not too long ago, ships came from across the sea, bringing the pilgrims and the prayer makers, adventurers and booty seekers, free men and indentured servants, slave men and enslaved masters, all new, to a new world, America. With billowing sails, the aliens came, bringing men in dreams, women in dreams, and little bands together, heart reaching out to heart, hand reaching out to hand. They began to build our land. Some were free hands, seeking a greater freedom. Some were indentured hands, wanting to find their freedom. And some were slave hands, guarding in their hearts the seed of freedom. But the word was always there, freedom. Down into the earth went the plow. In the free hands, in the slave hands, in indentured hands, in adventurous hands, turning the rich soil with the plow, in many hands that planted, harvested, the food that fed, and the cotton that clothed America. Clang against the trees with the axe, and in many hands that hewed and shaped the rooftops of America. Splash into the rivers and the seas went the boat hills that moved and transported America. Crack with the whips that drove the horses across the plains of America. Free hands and slave hands, indentured hands and adventurous hands, white hands and black hands, held the plow handles, axe handles, hammer handles, launched the boats, and whipped the horses that fed and housed and moved America. Thus through labor, all these hands made America. Labor, out of labor came villages and the towns that grew cities. Labor, out of labor came the rowboats and the sailboats and the steamboats, came the wagons and the coaches, covered wagons, stagecoaches. Out of labor came the factories, came the foundries, came the railroads, came the marts and the markets, shops and stores, came the mighty products, molded, manufactured, sold in shops, piled in warehouses, shipped the wide world over. Out of labor, white hands and black hands, came the dream, the strength, the will, and the way to build America. Now it is me here and you here. Now it's Manhattan, Chicago, Seattle, New Orleans, Boston, El Paso. Now it's the USA. America is a dream. The poet says it was promises. The people say it is promises that will come true. The people do not always say things out loud, nor write them down on paper. The people often hold great thoughts in their deepest hearts, and sometimes only blunderingly express them, haltingly and stumblingly say them, and faultily put them into practice. People do not always understand each other. There is someone there, always trying to understand, and the trying to say, you are a man. Together, we are building our world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jen. So our next speaker is going to be Sal Perez, also one of our board members. He's going to do our Why Sunday Assembly discussion for today. I also wanted to just point out the rest of the board here. Jen, who's doing the children's activities, is also one of our board members. Ben, who's up here doing music for you guys today, is another board member, and so am I. My name's Benny. So next, Sal, with Why Sunday Assembly.
Hello, good day. Thanks for coming. My name is Sal Perez. I am a member of the Chicago Sunday Assembly Board. I'm very proud to be elected here. I had stuff written down. I decided not to go with it. I'm just going to speak from the heart. I was drawn to Sunday Assembly mainly because, yes, I am an agnostic. But it's mainly our motto, to live better and wonder more. And the wonder more part is the part that sticks out to me the most. Just as far as being able to have many, many questions. It's important to me because my son is here. He's very young. He's got a molded mind. And from me to him, it's a big deal for him to ask those questions and feel free to have his own free thought, which for me is a huge deal. So hopefully he's listening. Aside from that, I want to say thanks to the board. These guys have really put in a lot of hard work. Sorry, that's pretty much all I have. So thanks for being here. And thanks, guys.
All right, so for our artist spotlight today, we get to hear more awesome music from Ben Zalesko. He's going to be doing, what song are you doing next? Here Comes the Sun, so go for it, Ben.
Okay, so I like this really good bluegrass band. You may have heard them called Beatles. They play bluegrass, right? Let's see if this will work.
Little darling, it's been a long, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear.
Thank you so much, Ben. That was great. So, when we're here talking about building community today, I think a really big key to that is the decisions that we make about who we want to work with and the sorts of organizations that we want to partner ourselves with. I am really proud that Sunday Assembly is going to be partnering here with this location, with Secunder's. Oh man, I trip on it every time, I'm so sorry. Louis Barritas is going to be our speaker today. He's going to tell us about this location, why we're here, and what they do here. I'm really pleased that we're here, and I'm super pleased to have Louis come speak for us. So, thank you, Louis.
I want to welcome everyone here to Segundo Ruiz Belvis Cultural Center. I know it's a mouthful. So, who is Segundo Ruiz Belvis? Behind us here. He was an abolitionist in Puerto Rico. He was part of the secret society that freed enslaved children. Him and Ramon Betanz, who was another patriot, fought to try to unite the Caribbeans, to try to create a Caribbean nation. So, Segundo Ruiz Belvis was in the courts of Spain trying to convince the Spaniards that all men and women should be equal. Betanz was taking a boat from Puerto Rico to Haiti, Jamaica, to the Dominican Republic, to Cuba to try to unite all the islands. They even had a flag all ready to go, but they were squashed, and Segundo Ruiz Belvis was poisoned, and Betanz was kicked out of Puerto Rico. So I'm Puerto Rican, and I didn't even know this. So you don't learn this stuff in school. So the founders of the organization got together in 1969, and they saw that there was a huge disconnect between people on the island and people off the island. There was just this huge disconnect. You may not know that the Puerto Rican people here in Chicago are the most misplaced ethnic group in the history of Chicago. We started off in Lincoln Park, we kicked out of Lincoln Park, we went to Wicker Park, we kicked out of Wicker Park, we're in Humboldt Park, and there's a battle going on for Humboldt Park. We're here in Walsall, we're going to push to Belmont Craig. So the founders wanted to do something to educate our young people about Puerto Rican culture, specifically through the African diaspora, how Africa has shaped Puerto Rico, which a lot of people didn't. A lot of young Puerto Ricans back in the 70s didn't know. We're all from Spain, this is, we're all European, but Africa has a very deep-seated influence. So what we do here is we want to educate people, but we want to take the mindset of freedom, right? A child who doesn't have art in his life, an adult who doesn't have appreciation for music or things like that, I feel like we feel are like in bondage. Art is designed to free the mind. So we have this space, we do shows, we do music, we do bomba, which is traditional Puerto Rican style of drumming, dance. We had a graffiti show yesterday, hip hop, break dancing, spoken word. We've done a ton of things. Our organization, unfortunately, was closed for the last couple of years, but we're excited you guys coming back. So we're about a year old in this space, so we just want to open our doors and bring art to Hermosa. Working class people have the right to be involved in the arts. Doesn't mean, it shouldn't be, just people who have money or who live in downtown. One neighborhood, all kids, everyone should be involved in the arts. That's what we're trying to do here. So, yes, we're a Puerto Rican Cultural Center. But we have been working with the Korean Resource Cultural Center, with Indo-American, Japanese. Anybody who wants to come and do something, we've opened our doors. And that's how this partnership came to be. And Mark came to me and he said, I thought that was a great idea. So you guys are welcome, you guys are welcome to be here. And when we have shows, you guys are welcome to come by and check them out and just, hang out. I'm going to go now because I was here till 1 o'clock in the morning yesterday, so I'm going to go get some sleep.
Thank you so much, Louis, for having us and for telling us about your work here. Appreciate it. When Mark and I came in to have a conversation with Louis about using this space, we talked to a couple of different places this summer about moving in. And I went back to the rest of the board after that meeting and said, this is exactly the kind of organization I really hope that we can work with. And the work that they're doing here is important. And a couple of the board members came to an event here last night and had a really good time. So I want to encourage you guys to learn a little bit more about the location. The Segundo Ruins Belvis Cultural Center, got it right this time. And see what the other things that are going on here are. Get involved a little bit if you're available to do that. Because I'm excited about coming to some of the events that they have here, participating in maybe a drumming class or something. And I hope that some of you folks will decide to do that as well. They've been just incredibly welcoming, and I'm really, really happy with this space because there's a lot of different things that I think we'll be able to do here, and I think it's going to be a great part of our show. So, next thing on our agenda here is we're going to have a moment of reflection. You guys can take this as a time to do whatever that you'd like to in a moment of silence, and then we'll continue with our food. So, about 45 seconds, I think. Thanks. Thank you so much. All right, so I've got a couple of things to just let you guys know. We're going to be taking up a collection here in just a moment. I want to give you just a really quick idea of kind of why we're passing around the basket. Obviously, using this space is not free, so we're going to be paying for the location here. That needs to come out of donations. We also have some goals for the long term, some things that we want to be able to do in order to grow. For example, we've got a wish list to get projectors, so we can put our lyrics up here where you can read them. A couple of other things on the wish list like that. Also, we brought a lot of donuts and coffee today, and again, those things are not free. So if you guys can chip in a couple of bucks, cash is fantastic. We also can take checks now because we are an officially incorporated organization. So we have lots of donations to us are tax exempt. So if you write us a check, I'm going to be able to keep track of who you are. You can make those out to Sunday Assembly Chicago. And we will be putting up a PayPal link for donations online in the next couple of weeks. So if that works best for you, that's also a great way. Make sure that you're on the email list to do that. All right? So while we do this collection, if you guys also want to get a chance to get to know each other, part of building community is getting to know who it is that's sitting around you out there. So hopefully you can all turn around and shake somebody's hand, exchange some names, and get to know each other for the organization. So before we get a chance to do our last sing-along song here, we do have some announcements I want to let you guys know about. First of all, we're taking a volunteer sign-up. We need volunteers to act as ushers, to help us run the scoops, to get up here and participate as a reader or lead us into assembly. Yeah, I'll explain that in just a second. So if you're interested in volunteering, we really, really do need you. There's a volunteer sign-up sheet over near the donuts. There's also an email list groups, because apparently coming up with new words is fun. And we've got basically no small groups running right now. Part of our relaunch effort here is also to get some of those started up again. So if you're interested in running a small group, that can be a discussion group, or a knitting group, or a movie watching group, or a book club, anything like that, I would really encourage you to consider doing that, to get involved, to sign up as a volunteer, or to come let one of the board members know that you want to do that. I know that there's a few of you who are going to announce some groups who want to get started up in just a moment. Before that, I also want to let you guys know we've got future dates. We are welcome here at this location the fourth Sunday of every month going forward, which means that our next assembly is going to be on September 28th. So we've got that already set. You can plan it. Don't miss it. Tell your friends. Invite everybody. After the service sticks around today as well, we've got the space until 2 o'clock. So we're going to be doing some cleanup and stuff, and I hope that those of you who would like to, stick around and chat a bit, will finish off these donuts for us. That'd be great. You can stick around here until 2 if you'd like. So if any of you would like to make an announcement or let us know about what club you might want to start, now would be the time. Go ahead.
But basically what it is it books on parenting and raising free-thinking children, and raising children that are curious and inquisitive and are given the freedom to ask questions and to question different things. And so I'm reading these books and I really, really like them. I want to do like maybe like a chapter a month instead of having, so it's more like an ongoing thing, an ongoing discussion. So there's a lot of rich material there for that. So maybe do it kind of thematically by month, like maybe in December we can do the Santa Claus conversation, different things like that. I think I would like to, what time are we allowed to be here, like, in the morning? 10? Because I think, especially when we have smaller kids, middays get around nap time, so maybe like 10, like before assembly, do book discussion, and then before assembly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So I should get a email addresses and that sort of thing started, so I will have that over there. All right, cool. So yeah, anyone else who wants to do smooth? Go for it.
Yeah, any other announcements you've got?
Getting a little bit better than the alternatives. All right. My name is Margaret Aguilar, and I've been involved in atheist and whatever for quite a while here. But what I am involved in now is looking for science opportunities for families for a school that I'm involved with, because my son went there, which is an American school, and it's a dual language immersion program in Spanish and English, so it's a primary school. Chicago Public School, a magnet school down by Riverfield. But at any rate, so I would be willing, that was level 3 anyway, to add people to my list and send them science opportunities, the same ones that I sent to the school, so it's going to be focused on Spanish stuff. If you come up to me and give me your email, or I will go through my email and I will send stuff to you. Okay? And the philosophy, you guys don't need it so much as other people, is that if parents get interested in science, then they will drag their kids to science stuff. Maybe the kids will be interested too. But there are an enormous number of opportunities in Chicago. You just have to pin them down. And I can also give adults other places to go to, like Northwestern has a Science and Society group that puts out, if people aren't familiar with that, that offers free things once a month during the academic year. So just give me your email, or I'll give you my email, or however you want to do that. And Oh, and the other thing is that if you're into science, on Tuesday, this Tuesday at, well, there's two things. This Tuesday at 6:30 at the University of Chicago, the Reba David Logan Center for the Arts, which is at 915 East 60th Street. To come up to me and this information. They're going to have a screening of particle fever, which is about what happened when they discovered the Higgs boson in CERN in Switzerland. But there will be a panel discussion by some noted astrophysicists afterwards, including Rocky Cole, who's a real rock star in astrophysics. And the second one, at the same time, of course, actually, it's 5:30 at the Field Museum, Pigeons, Prairies, and Peregrines. And there's going to be a panel discussion with Joel Greenberg, who wrote Feather River Across the Sky, about the passenger pigeons, the ones that have been extinct now for 100 years. Jeff Walker from the Nature Conservancy and Mary Hennon from the Field Museum to learn more about the loss and recovery of Midwestern landscape. Both of these things are RSVP, and I will either have information or send you information on how to do that if you want it. So, cool to me.
All right, so Ben, I think that you also had a group that you wanted to discuss quickly, and then you're going to tell us about our upcoming speakers, right? Awesome.
So there are, you may have heard, there's lots of Sunday assemblies in the world at different major cities. And one of the things they always love to do is something called Wonder Club, which is in science cool club. I am a PhD student at the University of Chicago. I work with chemistry, biochemistry, a little bit of physics and things. And I would love to start discussions about interesting science topics that you would like to discuss. One of the cool things about having this space is that we're going to have it until 2 p.m. So we can just hang out in the back. We have this room there, this room there, this room there, and we'll be just fine. So, if people seem to be interested in that, talk to me, we can organize it, we can all hang out afterwards. I always love to have discussions with my students about completely open anything that you ever didn't realize, didn't know how it worked. Some of the questions I've gotten before: how does the thermos know whether to keep something hot or to keep something cold? Or is time travel possible? And in what direction? So we can talk about relativity, string theory, how do your cells work? There's this DNA thing, what does that mean? I've heard these letters, what does that mean? There's lots of interesting topics of all ages. Some people seem to be interested in that. Feel free to talk to me. Okay, so previewing some of the cool speakers we have lined up. Next month, on the 28th of September, we're going to have Phil Ferguson. Phil Ferguson was on the board of directors for the Secular Student Alliance National Organization, as well as Atheist Alliance International. So he's been in the secular movement for about 20 years. He is a financial investor, and he runs a podcast called Skeptic Money, which is about applying skepticism, free thinking, and reason to financial planning. You would think that people would want to use reason in their financial planning. Sometimes it's more lacking than you would think, and sometimes people take advantage of people's cognitive biases to take advantage of in financial sectors. So he's going to have a really interesting talk for us. He's a really interesting guy. He's talked at TAM, he makes a meeting, Skepticon. He talks about homeopathy sometimes, science of Legos, and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to his talk next month. Also, moving forward, we're going to have a presentation by College of Curiosity, which does a lot of science demos. Rabbi Adam Shalom, who is in charge of the Kol Hadash Humanistic Center in Chicago, he's going to talk about Imagine There's No Heaven, and talking about how you perceive life in a way without an afterlife, and Jewish humanism. Can you be an atheist and also be Jewish as well? So I'm really looking forward to a lot of the speakers. I'm really hoping that we can grow as the winter comes. This isn't that normal, these sorts of audiences in August, the dog days of August. So we're really looking forward to growing.
So for our last song, I'm hoping we can have the kids come back downstairs and join us. And also hoping all the adults will get a little enthusiastic and stand up and sing along with us this time. Because you don't want to hear my voice, we want to hear everybody's voice. Alright? Looks like the kids are going to work their way on down. So this song is going to be I'll Be There For You. Those of us who were watching television in the 90s will know the words already. And please sing along. Thank you.
I'm going to guess that you don't need the lyrics for this one, and most people don't need the lyrics for this one. So I'll